800-603-9359.
Look at me. Look at me. Don't look at anybody else. Don't look at the fat-ass losers or freaks. You look at me!
Rick Tittle will fight anyone listening to this.
All right. Thank you for that, and welcome back to the show. And let me get our Twitch.tv and YouTube cameras going there. There he is, the lovely and talented Scott Capurro, our good friend for these many years. And, oh, my gosh, a rookie with the mic.
I can hardly hear you. If you can.
Do you have a little...
I thought I did. Here on the panel?
Yeah.
Oh, that.
You got a headphone volume?
Yeah, I do. I had them on.
All right. It's your first time on...
No, usually the volume control is down here by the plug.
This was built during the Carter administration, literally.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sure. Let's pretend that's working.
Habitat for Radio Humanity. He came in here. Anyway, Scott is at the Punchline tonight. He has a special Wednesday show, 7:30.
Yes, 7:30.
And isn't it cool? I think this is cool that when you've been a headliner so long, and they're like, "What are we going to do with Wednesday?" And they're like, "Let's just call Scott."
Yeah, sure. That's how it works. It was more like, "Hey, you guys, where's my weekend?" And they said, "Oh, we're going to splinter you. We're going to spread you out. Let them enjoy you all year long." I said, "Okay." So, and I'm doing this thing now where I'm bringing in comics that are, experienced but still struggling to get stage time. It's a real battle here.
Yeah.
And I really like these people. I've seen all of them live many times.
Do you know their names?
I do. Well, there's Kathy. She's hosting. She's great. And Jared, who's been at it for a while, but he's still pretty fresh on stage. He's got a really interesting perspective on things because he's still quite young, but legal. And there's Jake, who I've worked with many times. He's brilliant, Jake Sullivan. And another guy whose name I will mispronounce. Mm-hmm. And he's a lovely guy. And I've, again, worked with him a few times, and he'll be on as well. So, yeah, they're all doing about 10 minutes, and then I'll come in and do 3 hours. We'll lock the doors. No one's leaving.
Now, I remember for many years, you told me that you can get pride fatigue with all the tourists in town, or are you loving pride right now?
My neighbor upstairs had a film festival at 2 a.m. She brought guests back and showed a film on her wall. I went upstairs at 1:58. I woke up and I thought, I'm sure they'll calm down. I went upstairs about half an hour late, tapped on the door, and I looked really good at that hour. And I said, can you? She said, well, it's Pride, so it's allowed. She reminded a 63-year-old gay guy in a Paul Smith robe. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying.
I don't know Paul Smith. Is that
Paul Smith.
London?
Yeah.
I know.
They used to, yeah.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't be in your.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, because they cut for tall people. How tall are you?
6'2".
Yeah. Well, then you should maybe think about it because it's really slimming.
All right, but I'm not. I'm not very slim.
Oh no, but I mean, it might help.
I'm not obese.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You don't need help. But anyway, so yes. So she's like, it's Pride. She didn't really, not even with enthusiasm, just a reminder. I'm like, yeah, I know what it is. Yeah, I opened those French doors. You could waddle on through. Now turn that camera off and send those people home, which she then did do. It was fine. It was all amicable, but I'm like,
I like it. French doors. I like the imagery.
I can't believe I was just reminded. That's how I helped unfurl the AIDS Memorial quilt on the Ellipse in 1988.
Were you there for the first Until There's a Cure Day at Candlestick?
No.
Okay.
I was busy.
You're on the road.
I'm sure with somebody in an alleyway somewhere.
Your old Kaiser doctor
an STD or through. Yeah. So I mean, I don't go anymore. I mean, we have no intention. I'm going to a party the day before a barbecue in East Bay, where we're looking to extend our property portfolio as we were discussing earlier.
Well, and by the way, I'll just throw this in. So it's my birthday on Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck. On Gay Pride.
Exactly. So it used to be called the Gay Freedom Day Parade. When it turned to Pride, I don't know.
It's just called Pride.
Okay. It's just
because
Pride
everybody's
now.
queer who's under the age of 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid in the 70s, I always wanted to go to San Francisco and ride the cable cars and go to like Larry's Greenhouse or go to Chinatown and get fireworks. And a lot of times we would come up against the Freedom Day Parade. And my older brother...
Weird how that worked out.
My
only one
older
day a
brother
year.
would always say, "Well, this is just proof that you're going to grow up and be an FAU." You know,
FAU?
FA. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. Is there a new word? Have they redefined
Florida
the term?
Atlantic University. No, he's like, "You're going to be rhymes with bag." And
Oh,
I'm
right.
like, "Shut up!" And he's like, "Next year we'd come back. Yeah, see, it's on your birthday. They're celebrating because you're gay."
He's grooming you, as they say.
Dreamy. All right, well, let's talk about the fact that you have been living in the same apartment in San Francisco for basically this entire millennia.
Yes, for longer than most people listening are alive. Yes, for 35 years. And yeah, it's been great. And it's allowed me to do a lot of things, like with work. And a comedian, you need a home base, but you can't really. I couldn't.
Do you have
really
one
afford
in London permanent?
No, I mean we just
Okay.
we're kind of.
You and your husband.
I work there a lot,
Mhm.
and but I think this is it now for us. We're here
Okay.
permanently. I mean, this has always been my permanent residence, but now this is.
Well, you're a Marin kid.
Yeah. Well, Daly City, but Westlake, the nice part, the posh part, on the
Oh,
lake,
over by John Daly Boulevard.
right near the Westlake shows.
Okay.
So, which is
Gotcha.
now nice.
Mhm.
But yeah, we went to Marin when I was 9 because my mother had asthma and she looked good in a bikini, so we wound up in the warm part.
You're
And
in
then
Fairfax?
San Anselmo,
Oh, nice.
off Sleepy Hollow Road.
Okay.
It was nice.
Not off Drake.
No, do they call it Drake still?
Sir Francis Drake?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
not the high school.
No, I know they renamed the school,
But the street is the
they
same.
still call it
I
that because they're
believe
going to
so.
rename the street too.
What are they going to rename that?
I don't know. Woke Boulevard, Brace Yourself Street,
Mitchell Brothers.
yeah, White Middle Class Guild. Like any of you are middle class, but anyway, yeah, that street. It's a long name, but it's totally worth it.
Woke Boulevard.
Karen's Angry again Avenue. God, we were just there in Marin, and we were in some shop, and I was about to pay $8 for a bag of chips. My husband's like, "What are we doing here?" And then a woman rushed up to me. We'd seen her in the parking lot, rushing to buy something. Flip flops, expensive trousers that look like pajamas, and we're like, "Oh God, here she comes." Here comes. We called her a power vag. That's what we call any powerful woman who's obviously taking control of her neighborhood, like the woman who lives above us. And she is running around buying stuff like she's busy, and she's not. Doesn't have a job. But very expensive wedding ring. Anyway, she rushes over to me. She says, "Excuse me, I don't mean to embarrass you, but are you Scott Capurro?" I said, "Yes, I am. Thank you for recognizing me. Would you like an autograph that costs?" By the way, if anyone's listening, $100 cash now, which is what I charge. I know that's horrible, but we're trying to buy a piece of property anyway. So she said, "Well, I'm just a big fan. I love what you do." Blah blah blah. "Oh, is this your husband?" And they like my husband more because he's nicer. "Yes, it's my husband." So we had to talk to her for
He's
like
not
7
sarky.
minutes. No, he's not limping with a leg brace like I am. Right, I have a knee sleeve.
Really?
Yeah.
You're always so athletic looking.
Well, that's why. I'm 63. I'm worn out. So
Mm.
it was very nice and very sweet. She was very, precious. But she said, "Oh, we love it here in Marin. Are you thinking of moving here? We heard you're thinking of moving." I said, "Well, I grew up here." She said, "Oh, it's different then, wasn't it?" And it really was. I ended up talking to my husband in the car on the way back to San Francisco for about a half hour about how much it's changed. But nobody wants to hear that story. Nobody cares.
You told him about cereal with the hot tubs and all that.
The
and then
whole thing. I mean,
your cutoffs, hitchhiking.
Well, yeah, 4th and Heatherton. Oh, the times I spent there. If there was a plaque, it would scream, but it would beg to get out of the car. God, the stuff I used to. I mean, a mortuary, Keaton's. Remember Keaton's mortuary? Did you know Marin very well?
I know Marin now, but I grew up in the East Bay. So,
oh, right.
Yeah.
And where in the East Bay?
Richmond, El Cerrito area.
Oh, that's. Listen, it's expensive now.
Yeah.
Who knew, right?
I know.
I mean, all my friends are saying, "Don't look in Oakland because you'll be caught in crossfire." In fact, the guy trying to sell us something, we wouldn't sell the house that he was trying to show, and we were like, "Oh, this is nice. Is there a garage?" "Oh, you want a garage? You didn't say that. That's a plus unit. A plus unit? Yes, in Oakland. Do you want it covered?" I'm like, "I want it covered and guarded. I want it armed, actually." Wow. And he said, "Yeah, well that's going to be difficult." He said, "You could park at El Cerrito when you live here, and then take the BART home." He said, "Well, when you're walking up from Fruitvale," he said, "keep your eyes up and don't look around." And he said, walk like you're going, so not like you're a tourist. I'm like, "A tourist in Fruitvale?" He's like, "Well, yes, you're right, but don't look like one." He said, "Hide your backpack and look aggressive because you get caught in crossfire." I said, "Well, that's a selling point." I said, "Do you put crossfire in the description of the house? Because we didn't see that." He said, "No, it's a hyphenated word. We think that might offend people." But anyway, just
I like that hyphenated word.
Get this Wonder Woman bracelets. You'll be fine. I mean, when they're selling you the place, they have to tell you everything. And the house we were looking at, a woman had died in it. And I said, because they really had to tell you when someone's died in the house. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, just out of curiosity, well, she was, he said I shouldn't tell you. I mean, I don't know if I have to, but I guess I will. She was kidnapped in her own home and then tortured and burned. I said,
Oh,
okay,
gosh.
next house. He said, I said, my husband, there's no way my husband's going to live here. He's Brazilian. So I'm telling a friend this who sells real estate in Alameda, and he's like, come to Alameda. I'm like, I don't have 1.3 million. I just don't. So El Cerrito's the same.
Well, and you guys are now called dinks by the real estate. You know that? Double income, no kids. And also, the thing I love.
I was hoping it meant something more appealing.
It's not racist.
I was thinking, what could that be?
And right before we go to the break, my favorite thing, Bill Burr, I was listening to him, he said that he laughed his ass off because he saw this woman showing an apartment in New York, and there was just a corner. And she said, over here we have a corner moment. It's not a corner. It's a moment. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back with Scott Capurro. Always a ball of energy. He's at the Punchline tonight, right down here on Battery Street. Get on back.
Like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning.
It's more than a rebellion. When your teen is slipping into drugs or alcohol, when social media and pornography consume their time and their mind, when depression and even suicidal thoughts cast a shadow over your home, as a parent, you feel powerless. There is hope. At Turnabout Ranch, troubled teens step away from the chaos and into a clarity of nature on a working cattle ranch. Care for horses, learn responsibility, build trust, and rediscover purpose. It isn't theory, it's real work. Real therapy, real healing. Families from across the country have found transformation right here, just when they thought hope was gone. If your teen is struggling with addiction, harmful online behaviors, even weight management, call right now and get the help you all need.
800-219-2494. 800-219-2494. 800-219-2494. That's 800-219-2494.
Every champion has a team behind them. And for thousands of families without insurance, Christ Clinic is that team. At Christ Clinic in Katy, Texas, they provide high-quality, faith-based health care to people who can't afford it, because everyone deserves a shot at health, no matter their income or insurance status. Their doctors, volunteers, their mission, rooted in compassion, their impact, over 10,000 patient visits every year and growing. But they can't do it without help from fans like you. If you ever cheered for a comeback story, this is your chance to be a part of one. Donate today at ChristClinicKaty.org and help them keep the doors open for those who need it most. One gift can be the difference between surviving and thriving. Christ Clinic in Katy, where health meets hope and faith goes to work. That's Christ Clinic Katy, spelled Katy.org. Team up with them today.
Have you been daydreaming about losing weight for years? Do you just yo-yo back and forth? At Innovative Wellness Center, we have a holistic weight loss program that allows you to lose up to 20 pounds in 30 days. People are losing weight like crazy and keeping it off. It can be done from anywhere in the United States. Go to our website at www.innovativewellness.center and schedule your complimentary consultation today.
Getting together with friends to watch the game? Then you'll need American Premium Vodka. Handcrafted and pure, this is the one thing all Americans can agree on. Founder Mark Gus Scott chose the finest natural elements America has to offer, and you'll taste how great it is to be an American. Now available at Bevmo, GoPuff, Hy-Vee, and Fairway stores. American Premium Vodka. This is the America we need right now. Go to AmericanPremiumVodka.com. Celebrate responsibly.
I gotta go to college. I gotta.
Danny, this isn't Russia. Is this Russia? This isn't Russia, is it?
Nah, I don't think so.